Alright, I'm doing a quick video post here just because I got a question on the difference between the Nike Free 3.0 version 2 and the version 3. And I want to just kind of show you the difference because I've used both of them and really like both of them, and I think it's just a good question. So I was writing an email back to them, and I figured it'd just be easier to do a video. So here's the version 2, as you can see. Has plenty of miles on it. It has probably over 600 miles on it. One of the issues that a lot of users had is this actual mesh portion on the upper. People would wear holes in them where their toes were and different things, so there are some issues with the durability. So the first issue or difference that people had was that they made some improvements on the actual mesh. So you can't really see much of a difference between the two. I mean, they look a little different, but this one, the version 3, is a little more durable. So other than that, as you can see on the upper on both of these, there's this wrap, this more of a mesh wrap on the top here. That really helps to lock your foot in a little bit more. The version 2 doesn't really have that, so you can get some slop in there when your foot is moving back and forth. So I think that's a good upgrade. The other one is that, this is a normal shoe. It has a tongue in it like this with the laces. The version 3 doesn't have that tongue, as I kind of showed before. If you can kind of see, it's just one solid piece of material that goes all the way around. So you can certainly tighten it up on the laces, but not as much. There's not as much tightening as far as lacing them up. So you want to make sure you get a good fit. They're both the same as far as flexibility in the shoe. I mean, it's very flexible, and that's the big draw for the Nike Free is that it is really flexible to do a lot of things, and it emulates that barefoot running style. So both of them are very flexible, as you can see. Both of the bottoms, here's the version 3, here's the version 2. They're pretty similar. There's not much difference. I think they made the version 3 a little bit wider as far as the toe box, because it just feels a little bit more stable and a little wider. So I definitely like the feel of the version 3. And the last difference is the heel. As you can see between those two, the version 2 has a pretty standard heel right here, and like a most normal shoe, it has the mesh and attached to the sole. The version 3, like I showed in my other video, has actually this mesh liner here, and so there's a lot of room for your heel to move around. And actually what happens is when your heel is in there, it actually sits right about here, and so it doesn't actually even fit completely. It fits on the sole, but it'll hang over a little bit. So if you're a heel striker, I would probably recommend not using this version 3 right away. I'd really work it in slowly. You'll definitely feel it if you land on your heel on this shoe and on the version 2, but particularly on the version 3, just because of this extra mesh portion here that really allows a lot of movement in the heel. So again, if you have some issues with your running style, or your don't maybe particularly have a good forefoot stride, you may want to, I wouldn't say you wouldn't want to get these shoes, but you want to work them in slowly, because if you go too fast with them, do too many miles with them right up front, you have the potential to run into some injuries, because there is not much support in these type of shoes. So if your foot and your running style is used to that, you could run into some issues. So I hope that helps, and again, keep the questions coming, and I'll do my best to try to answer them. Alright?